Today is Tuesday, Parashat Shofetim. The Torah covers every aspect of life. It really could be said that it's an owner's manual for life. It covers every sphere of activity, every situation, and every aspect of our very personal lives. The Torah covers it, and Torah indicates what is the proper course of action. And those rules are applicable not just when they were given to us, to the Jewish people over 3,000 years ago, but they're very, very much applicable to every day and age. The rules of the Torah are eternal rules. And from the psukim of the Torah, we can learn, our sages learn the applications for various situations that are even new in terms of technology, in terms of new development that people have developed. Certain things maybe didn't exist years ago, but the Torah is still applicable to them because there are principles that are eternal principles. One of the examples is a pasuk in the parasha of this week that tells us, Lo tasig gevul re'acha. Do not usurp the property of your neighbor. In other words, if there are two fields, one belongs to one person and the other field belongs to the other person, there is a border in between them, you're not allowed to move over the border into the property of your neighbor so as to take some of his property and make it your own. Because that would be something that is asur from the Torah. Easy to understand. These are fields that belong to different people. You have to respect the property of others. You cannot take it and make it yours. Just like you cannot go into a store and take something without paying for it. You wouldn't be able to take over the property of another and make it your own. That's not permitted. Well, the same idea also applies to intellectual property. It's not just real estate property that is applicable to. If a person invested effort, time, money to develop, let's say, a computer program, or any type of other intellectual property, it could be a song or a work of art, and then you come and make a copy of it and use it when you actually are taking over the intellectual property of another for personal use or for benefit. You're going to be selling it to other people. That is something that is asur min Torah. Compact discs may not have existed 1,000 years ago, but regardless, the Torah's principles are the same. You don't take over the property of others for personal benefit when it belongs to others. That includes also intellectual property. What are you allowed to do? Why you're not allowed to do? All these questions, of course, are certain questions that can sometimes come up. And that's why you have to refer to the Torah, to the opinion of the Torah, and consult with the proper rabbinic authority as to what would be allowed or not allowed, and when do you cross that line of usurping on the property of others. There could be questions that come up. Up to what point are you allowed to, let's say, do something that is similar to what another person did? When are you considered to be like copying? These are all questions that the halakha refers to, and they're all based on the pasuk Lo tasig gevul re'acha and the discussions that have evolved from there in the Gemara, in our teachings, where the Torah and the teachings of our sages that explain to us the Torah, what it means, indicate the proper course of action in every situation in life, and in this case, even what is allowed and not allowed in terms when you come to intellectual property and these type of areas that are modern day issues maybe, but Torah does cover it. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.